Now, as summer approaches and Aussie families start thinking about their annual holiday to the beach, it should be noted that our beaches aren't as safe as they used to be. Sharks are proliferating off our coastline and attacks on swimmers, surfers and divers are increasing. This is no accident. Over the past 2 or 3 decades, a new club of researchers has formed that not only relies on grants to study these beasts, but wants the rest of us to think they are both endangered and fascinating, worthy of our respect and appreciation for the role they play at the top of the food chain. As a surfer and the father of a surfer, I'm more inclined to see them as violent predators or vermin that are now reaching plague proportions. People who express concern about this are routinely dismissed by politicians, and it goes without saying that the issue has never been a major part of any election debate, despite the trauma and tragedy it can cause. Instead, people like me are dismissed as paranoid and gullible, naively affected by the stupid mechanical shark in the film Jaws, which alerted millions of people to the horrifying presence of great whites in the ocean in 1975. In 2014, Sydney University academic Christopher Neff coined a new term, the Jaws effect, which supposedly defines the political response to an attack based on assumptions about the shark's intentions, the perception that all shark attacks are fatal, and that killing the shark is the only solution. Never mind that no politician would ever respond to an attack that way these days. It's been years since we had a politician who dared introduce policies that placed a human life above that of an animal like a great white. What Neff doesn't realise is that the Jaws effect applies to him as well. Jaws is set on an island off the northeast coast of the United States, where the entire economy relies on the money spent by tourists over the summer holidays. When a woman is killed by a shark while skinny dipping one night at the start of summer, the town mayor tries to cover up the cause, saying it might have been a boating accident. Tourists and fishermen continue to go in the water and 2 more people die. The villains in the movie are those who try to convince the townsfolk and tourists that there's nothing to worry about, that the water is perfectly safe. Like all villains throughout history, they're the people who twist the truth in order to save their own livelihoods. In other words, the villains in Jaws are the same as the researchers and bureaucrats who now dominate the debate about sharks in Australia. Their careers depend on us believing great whites are endangered and therefore require extensive research and expensive management programs. When these scientists were lobbying to protect great whites throughout the 1990s, they were unequivocal that the species population was in a precipitous decline. In the 23 years since the species has been protected, however, their confidence in their ability to declare which direction the species population is going has mysteriously diminished.